Hiya folks, those of you who watched the last two videos will know where I am. I'm back in the Roman field. I started off about maybe 2 hours ago actually, 2 fields in that direction. It's a stubble field. I found a couple of items but I'll show you those later on. Probably when I stop for a meal break I think. And I found 2 or 3 bits in here, but no video so far. Anyway, we've got a signal down here, sort of 15, 16-ish. Might be something, might be junk, but we'll have a look anyway. Well, on this occasion, I'm afraid it appears to be junk. Not sure what that is really. 15, 16 signal, could be a bit of pewter actually. Well, I've only walked about 10 feet away from that last signal. And I've got a tiny little item here. This was about a 15, 16 signal. Now I think this could be another Anglo-Saxon stiker. It's incomplete, but I think it could well be. It's that kind of shape, sort of lozenge shape. I know a lot of them are round, but this one isn't, and the last one I found wasn't either. It's a much higher signal than the last one. The last one only read 5, and this reads 15, so I suppose it could be a different copper content. There we go. Can you see that on the video? I hope you can. There's it's like a, I don't know, like a square or a diamond or something in the middle of it. Can't see a lot on that side. Well, I just put a photo of that, what I thought was a stiker on Twitter. And somebody there has come back to me, a fellow detectorist I think. I think it's probably actually a fragment of a Roman coin, so looks like I got a bit too excited for nothing really. But not to worry, at least it was a find of some sorts. Anyway, I've had another little find actually. I don't have a clue what it was. It was 17 signal. It was about 8 inches deep, fairly deep, in the middle of the field over there behind you. Yeah, so if you'll take a look at this, you might recognise it. Someone on Twitter has replied saying it's Roman, but a Roman what I don't know. It might be. I'm really not sure, but hopefully we'll get some sort of an ID. I thought it might have been junk to be fair, but you can have a look and you tell me what you think. Right, so that's the thing I just found shortly, a short time ago I should say. I don't have a clue what that is. And if it is Roman, a Roman what? Really don't know with that one. It does look corroded, so it may have some good age to it. But I'm puzzled with that one. These are the other finds I've had. So that was what I thought might have been a stiker. It's looking more like it's a fragment of Roman coin, so I've been told anyway. But I'll get a closer look at that later on. These 2 items, this one and that one, were from the first field I went into. Now I didn't video this. I mean, it could be a Roman coin, but it also could be a button as well, because there's a bit of a lump on the back there. I think it's a lump, but it's the right sort of size for a Roman coin, but I'm really not sure about that. Yeah, not sure at all. This one I think probably was a Roman coin, a fairly big one as well, but it's very badly corroded. That's that one. I picked this up when I first walked into this field today, and I think they call that a cross of sepulchra. I think there's a bit of gold gilding on it somewhere. And it looks like pressed copper, so I'm presuming that's not particularly old. I've had a couple of these, or a couple of similar things to these anyway. That's another very worn robe, and that was just on the surface, that one. There's just something on the back of it, I think. And that's another one I found as well. Again, it's quite badly corroded. So yeah, I'm definitely back in the Roman field, folks, but I was hoping for something Anglo-Saxon. Perhaps that might not happen today. But I'm going to do my best. I have gridded quite a bit this field, but I'm going to go over it again. And something might just turn up. Well, it's definitely been a quieter day today. I've obviously done a fairly thorough job on this field so far. Not had too many finds. It's been quite a while since the last bit of video. I've just had a find down here. This is reading 16. And we've got a rather nice Roman coin again. Slightly oval shape with the ruler, emperor, whatever, facing left. And with a helmet on, I think. And the reverse has got some good details, so let's bring you in for a closer look. So just down there, it's only about 5 inches at best, I would say. Here we are, here's the coin. That's quite nice. Can't make out what it says, but there's somebody facing left there. One of those fancy helmets on. And the reverse looks rather good. I'm not sure if that's meant to be a temple or not. Yeah, I like that. It's a funny old hobby, this, isn't it? I've given up on the Roman field, or what I call the Roman field. It went very quiet, which is fine. I mean, there's always next year, you know, it'll get ploughed again, or harrowed, whatever they do to it, and hopefully that'll stir it up again. So I'm now back in the stubble field that I first arrived in this morning. Yeah, so I've had very few signals here. I've walked across from the top, I've gone across that way, back down this way, down the slope here. And within the space of about 10 minutes, I've had 2 little Victorian silver coins up. They're only threepenny bits, but I mean, they're not in the best condition either, but it's still a nice little find. So that's 2 bits of silver from today. So yeah, I'm delighted with that, really. But nothing particularly old in this field, which is a bit disappointing because there's a certain website I've been looking on which suggested there might have been Roman tiles found at the top end of this field. And I have seen bits of tile, but I couldn't tell you if they're Roman or not. They could be modern as far as I know. If I find a bit, I'll take a picture or a bit of video, and maybe somebody watching this might know and can let me know. Yeah, so 2 little silver coins. I'll bring you across and show you these now. So they were both very shallow. You can see that's only about 3 inches, 4 inches at best. 21, 22 signals. And these are the 2, whoops, little finds there. Like I said, not in fantastic condition really, but you know, that's detecting for you. And I think, yeah, they're threepenny bits. I think they're either 1881 and one might be 1891. Well, they could both be the same. But anyway, it's still nice to find them. Might want silver for a little while now. Hiya folks, right. Now this is actually a week later from the earlier video. We've had quite a busy week. My youngest son David and his now wife Laura got married on Thursday, so that was a busy day, a great day, great to see them so happy. And they also got the son Lewis christened as well. Yeah, so it's been a busy week, hence not been out detecting until now. Now then, just behind me, through that gap there, that's what I've been calling the Roman field. That's where I've had lots of Roman potsherds from, and also quite a few bronze Roman coins as well. There's another field, probably half a mile in that direction there, which I was hoping to get into, but It looks as though it's been drilled, so that's unfortunately that's out for now. Probably until back end of next year, I guess. This field, I've had a couple of finds from here this morning actually. I'll show you those later on, probably when I stop for a meal break. But I've just had a find now, right where you folks are, right where the camera is. So there's a hole, probably about 6 inches deep, thereabouts. And we had a 16 signal, so let me get this right way up. And we've got a Roman coin. That's the first one from this particular field. Now I know I'm only probably 30 yards away from where I found the other Roman stuff, but that's quite reassuring to find something Roman in here. I have wondered why I haven't found anything really old here. And the bust is very worn, but the reverse is actually quite nice. I hope this is showing up on the video. It looks like a figure on a horseback, I think. I picked this up off the surface. Another potsherd. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I enjoy finding these. That's quite a nice bit of base there. I think it's Roman. Looks like Roman greyware. I'd like to get some sort of display with these pieces eventually. So I'll pop that down for a second. Right, let's have a look in here. From the first field I got a little watch winder. Probably 1700s, maybe early 1800s. This was a coin that I've put a couple of photos on Twitter actually. I didn't know what it was. It's very thin, it's not Roman. There is just something visible on the back of it. And a very kind fellow detectorist has come back and said it thinks it might be a Charles Turner Scottish coin from about the 1660s. So I'll have to have a closer look at that later on. There's just something on that side, but this side looks a bit bare. So if it is a Charles Turner, that's the first one of those I've ever found. Got a couple of, I think they're half pennies there. That's worn, that one. Can't see anything on that. This one, there is a bust on it. Sorry about the light, folks. Just trying to get in the dappled sunlight. There we go. Just about to make out what it is. Well, no, I can't really. It's possibly a George the first or third. Don't think it's a William, but I'm not sure. That's that. That one you've already seen, the little Roman coin there. It's a nice little coin, that. I don't know what that is. It's a bit of copper. I don't know. I suppose it could be an offcut or something, but I have no idea what. I got another little Roman coin from the field behind me. Tiny one. There is some detail on it, but it's not very evident. There's a bust on it somewhere. I think it's that way up. Yes, there's a bust on there. I can't make out the reverse. But that's, look, oops. There we go. That's not bad really so far. Quite happy with that. Oh, that's lovely. We've got a nice little Roman coin there. Tiny, but there's detail on the bust and the reverse as well. That's fantastic. Two figures standing up. It's only just below the surface, this one. Not sure if this is going to focus. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know who it is. I've been back in the Roman field and I had nothing there but bits of lead. Absolutely nothing. I was in there for ages as well. So I've come back into this field again. The first field, can you see the figures in the back there? Looks like they're holding spears or standards or something. Oh, that's smashing, that is. Yeah, I'm going to spend some more time in here, folks. Let's just lift you up a bit. So, there's plenty of land to go at, but the Roman coins that I've had so far, the finds have been in this end of the field, which is just the other side of the hedge from the what I call the Roman field. fabulous. This is a rather nice find. I don't think it's very old. Got a lion's head on some, it's sort of a brass thing, bronze, it's gold gilded, it's quite nice. I don't know what that is really. Possibly some sort of lid or something, I don't know. I really like that. It's got an unusual back on it, I can't quite figure that out. What would that have been used for? It's fairly weighty, it doesn't feel like cheap pressed copper. I like that. But what is it? Right, we've just had a 20 up to 22 signal here. Probably 5 inches, 6 inches deep. And we've got a spindle wall or a loom weight. It's had some knocks and bangs over the years. Pretty sure it's not Roman, because I think the Roman ones have a much narrower diameter hole in the centre, don't they? Anyway, I've said an 18 signal down here. The hole's about 6 inches deep. I just found this. And I think we've got something silver or silver washed. Not entirely sure. I think it's silver. But it's, despite it being silver, it's quite badly corroded, I think. Can't make out the detail really, but I presume it's Roman, but I'm not sure what. Is it Roman? Does anybody know what that is? Can you help me? If you can, please do post a comment below. I appreciate your help. Well, it's a bit fragile looking, but it's either silver or silver washed. Might be Roman. I'm leaning towards Roman. Okay folks, here's the finds. Now then, before I get into that, here's some of the rubbish bits that I found. Lots of tiny little items. I also found quite a bit of lead, little scrappy bits, some shotgun caps as well. But that's the junk that I've still got hold of. Also, quite a few buttons as well. I've just kept these separate. So here we have a couple of thimbles. Don't think they're very old. They look like pressed metal, so they're maybe 1800s, early 1900s. Another Civil Defence Corps button there. That's the second one of those I've had now. Not entirely sure what that is, but it's pressed metal, so maybe Victorian. Actually, it isn't pressed metal, is it? Anyway, it's not very thick. I think it may have been a pendant. Could be missing a loop at the top there. Not sure of an age. At best post-medieval, could be more modern though. If you've seen anything like that, please do post a comment below, I'd appreciate it. Little cross there. I've had a couple of these before. Again, I think these are post-medieval. That's got to be a cover off a lock, hasn't it? Oops, gonna focus. Door lock, presumably. Nice potsherd there, Roman greyware, you've seen that already. The spindle wall, I've had a look on the Portable Antiquities website. Obviously you get a lot of these on there, but the nearest match I found for this is shown as being early medieval, late Saxon, 850 to 1100 AD. That's going by the size of the hole, the dimensions, the weight and everything else. I know it's difficult to put an age on lead items, but that was a very close match. That's the best match I found for that. A little watch winder there. Georgian, maybe Victorian, modern penny, don't know what that is. These two things, I thought they might be Roman coins, but I think it's more likely to be buttons. Although there's no shank on that one, so I'm not too sure. This one I showed you in the video earlier on, I think. I think that must have been a shank there. I mean, it's just the right size for a Roman coin, but it's got a bit of a rim around it on this side, so presumably a button, but well, yeah, I'll have to go with that. Some half pennies here. Those two are blank. That's a George II. Nothing on the reverse. You can just make out a bust there. This one, oh, that's a Victoria halfpenny. Is it a halfpenny or is it a farthing? One of the two anyway. 1901 I think that says. Badly worn. Now is that George the First or George the Third? I'm not sure. It's one of them anyway, I think. That's that. This one, I didn't even video this, I thought it was a George the Sixth, but it's not, it's actually a George the Fourth halfpenny. Around about 1825-ish, something like that. I was surprised to see that. Just see Britannia, if you look closely enough. Yeah, they're quite rare finds. I think that's only the second George the Fourth coin that I've had actually so far. These are the Roman coins. Some of them have got some nice detail on. I'm struggling with the focus today for some reason. That's got a good reverse on that as well. I think these date from around about 300-ish AD, but you know, just slightly after then. Yeah, that's a nice one, that. That's not so good. That needs a good clean, a good soak does that one. That's another good one. I think this was a Beta or a Beata Tranquillitas. Again, sort of 300-ish, a little bit later. That's a nice coin, that. A couple more there. This one, the bust is a bit of a mess. Which way up is it? I think it's that way actually, yeah. There's a horseman on the back, and I think these are two captives to the right hand side. This one, it's a bit of a state, but it turns out it's a base silver coin. So they originally would have been silver, but over the years they gradually reduced the silver content and put, I don't know, presumably copper or something in its place. And got to a point where they were silver plated, and I think they actually stopped making these. I think the last of these was 305 AD. Now I think somewhere on here, I think that must be the bust side. It looks like a ship or a galley. Can you see that there? You might not be able to. There's definitely something there that resembles a ship. Anyway, it's a silverish coin. I mean, it's Roman. I struggle to say the name of this. I think it's an Antoninianus. I think that's what they call it. That would have been worth about 2 silver denarii. Some little bits of silver here. 2 Victoria threepenny bits, both 1891. Found very close together. And also this one, George V, sixpence, 1936. I haven't cleaned any of these. The thing that I thought might have been a stiker, I'm told is a fragment of Roman coin, so that's fair enough. It was just the shape that threw me really. You can just see something on the back, but I'm not sure what that is. This one, I quite like this. It's probably my favourite find actually. Dr. Simon Maslin replied on Twitter. I put some photos on there. He said it's almost certainly post-medieval. Excuse me. It's probably a horse harness fitting of some sort. There is one similar example on the Portable Antiquities website, but it's smaller and lighter, and not as nice as this. It's not silver gilded either, and they say it's post-medieval. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Some nice detail on that. I haven't cleaned it apart from giving it a brush in the field, so it's still caked in mud. That's lovely. This one, I'm going to focus, there we are. It's very warm, but you can just make out a letter C there. It's a Charles Turner coin. I think there was a 2p coins, I think, from the 1660s, I think it is. That's the first one of those I found. If I got the date wrong, I'll put it on screen. I'm pretty sure it was around about then. So a Scottish coin. And lastly, this one, I've had it ID'd. and it is a fragment from an Iron Age territ ring, and that dates from 800 BC to 43 AD, so just before the Romans arrived in force. So there we go folks, that's it for another video. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please do click the thumbs up, it all helps the channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, please do consider subscribing, I really appreciate it. So until next time, you all take care, happy hunting, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.